for an infraction at the start. Well, we look now at our second race, which is Group C and D for the juniors. On pole position from Linz in Austria, Thomas Preining. He's joined on the front row by Dutchman Stefano van Galen. Raoul Hyman of the United Kingdom is on row 2 with Patrick Pastorak of Slovakia. Alvaro Otero of Spain and Parker Thompson of Canada are row 3. Berkay Besler of Turkey and Eugene Denason of South Africa, row 4. Yanau Esmayer and Giuliano Cucilillo of Switzerland, row 5. Tommy Lemaire-Willette of Canada and James Golding of Australia, row 6. Bradley Liebenberg of South Africa and Guan Yu Zhou of China on row 7. Ross Gunn of the UK and Juan Manuel Correa of USA are row 8. Scott Manson, New Zealand, and Daniel Woodruff, Malaysia, are row 9. Top 20 completed by Lars Lamberel of Holland and Ferdinand Habsburg of Hungary. First lady to be seen in this competition, Jessica Backman, is on row 11 with Pepijn Stayman. Jessica from Sweden, Pepijn from Holland. Khan Wartier of Thailand and Jay Nijar of the UK are row 12. Thomas Issa from Jamaica. Hi to all my friends in Jamaica. Call in Jamaica. Thomas Salva of the Czech Republic joins Thomas Issa on row 13. Second of our girls is Ashley Rogero. She's from the USA. She's on row 14 with Mateo Fernandez of Ecuador. Sayazwan Mohamed Noor of Malaysia and Diego Naranjo of Mexico are row 15. Krishna Raj Mahadik of India and Fabrizio Famulara of Venezuela, row 16. Felix Lingtang of Indonesia, Simoncelli of karting. He's on row 17 with Francois Quevedo of Mexico. And the grid is completed by the unlucky Ricardo Garcia of Spain. Unlucky because he had an issue in qualifying and is, he didn't set a practice time. He's going to have to start everything from the back. So a 7-lap race scheduled away at 10:55. That's in just under 4 minutes' time. Hope you're enjoying yourselves here at Portimão. Hope you're enjoying the Algarve sunshine. So the track goes live. These are the juniors in groups C and D off on their formation lap. Another 7-lap race for juniors coming up. Thomas Preining leading them out on pole position with Stefano van Galen joining them on the front row. Well, Thomas Preining brings these guys down to the approach speed. Stefano van Galen joining him on the front row. Raoul Hyman and Patrick Pastorak, row 2. Alvaro Artero and Parker Thompson, row 3. Berkay Besler, Eugene Denason, row 4. Yanao Esmayer, Giuliano Cucciolillo, row 5. Well, those of you here at Portimão and those of you tuned in online can see that Thomas Preining has certainly done a good job in bringing these juniors round at a very, very steady pace. The big building in the background, by the way, to those of you tuned in online, the main grandstand at the start-finish straight of the Portimão main circuit, where you have the World Superbikes, World Touring Cars. Not sure if MotoGP have also raced there. Here we go. Well, Thomas Preining converts that pole position to the lead early on, but battling his way through immediately is Raoul Hyman, and Thomas Preining has rather lost out there. A good start by Stefano van Galen. He was a lot quicker from the outside of the front row than Harry Webb in the first race, but I guess Thomas Preining is going to be wondering what on earth has happened to that advantage of starting on pole position. He was just a little bit away from the what shall we say, the rumble strip on the opening lap, and that was punished. Kart number 137, Raoul Hyman clearly in the lead at the moment. Raoul Hyman, I think he's followed by Alvaro Otero also there. Stefano van Galen, I can see in the mix. As they move away from us, no chance of identifying the race numbers from that angle, but certainly Raoul Hyman from the United Kingdom with South African connections, taking that early advantage. The opening 3 just having pulled round a little bit. So at the end of the opening lap, Raoul Hyman and Alvaro Otero are second. I hadn't identified Berkay Besler as the third place driver. Good drive by Berkay Besler, who went past Stefano van Galen. So Berkay Besler, and a little bit of a mistake there by the driver in second place, Alvaro Otero, and that's created a big gap now in favour of Raoul Hyman. All of a sudden that really close battle is no kind of a close battle at all. Berkay Besler, who I mentioned, Stefano van Galen taking advantage of that little error. Sweeping round just out of my view of the circuit proper, so I'm relying on the TV images, but as they go away from us, the angle of the sun really prevents us seeing numbers or the colours, doesn't it? But this is Ralph Hyman, who you see on screen. Sorry, Raoul Hyman, not Ralph Hyman, Raoul Hyman. Let's just have a look and see if we can get his driver bio at 137 Raoul Hyman. Well, having said Raoul Hyman, it's a bad call by me because it was Berkay Besler again. Every time Berkay Besler makes a good move, I miss it. Apologies to all my friends from Turkey. Apologies to Berkay Besler in particular. So, 168 is Berkay Besler, who was the guy who got the advantage when that group of drivers came together. And in fact, Raoul Hyman has dropped right out of the mix in 13th place. So, apologies, guys. I don't get the race calls right every time. I often don't get them right, but I do my best. Stefano van Galen has gone well for the whole of the race. He's in second place, and he started on the outside of the front row. And when the slow start by Thomas Preining was punished at the early stages by Raoul Hyman, he was the guy who stayed out of any potential contact and actually closing up a little bit in second place. That would be my view. Berkay Besler going well. Stefano van Galen, though, under pressure from Alvaro Otero. Alvaro Otero, who I debited with the mistake when I first called that issue, thinking now it was probably Raoul Hyman's mistake. Down at the bottom of the circuit. Again, those of you tuned in online, you would have seen a brief shot of turn one of the big road race circuit. Well, Berkay Besler's advantage was 0.78 of a second at the end of the previous lap. I tell you this much, it's not 0.78 of a second now, and the guy on the charge is Stefano van Galen. Stefano's just done a 62.5 as against Berkay Besler's 63.2. So the message of the screen and the message of our eyes is that Stefano van Galen from Netherlands in second place is closing in fast on Berkay Besler. Berkay Besler coming round to start lap 5 of a 7-lap race. And there's the bid by Stefano van Galen to take the lead. And Berkay Besler's thought about closing the door, but that may well have led to contact. And I'm going to praise Berkay Besler for that move. Yes, he's lost the lead, but he could have dived across Stefano van Galen, and if he had have dived across, the two would have come in contact. You'd have had the same issue that you had with Harry Webb and Zachary Clement de Mello in the earlier race. So well done to Berkay Besler, disappointed at losing the lead, but still in the race in second place and resisting the challenges of the moment of Alvaro Otero. Yanao Esmayer is going strong in fourth place there, the fourth place driver you just see going through on screen in front of Thomas Preining, regaining the places that were lost at the start, and your sixth place driver Parker Thompson. These six clear of the rest of the field as we come round to start lap 6 of 7. And a driving standards flag being given, but I'm not in a position to tell you who that's going to. And there goes the move by our third place driver, and it's got Thomas Preining into second place. So Thomas Preining, who threw away that big advantage of the pole position with that slightly laboured start, has got himself pretty much towards the front of this one now. In fact, as they come back into my view on the circuit, which I'm trying to look to rather than the television screen, Thomas Preining definitely getting himself right to the fore. So really, if we debit Thomas Preining with that disappointing start, we've got to credit him with the way that he's fought back. I think he's in third place. Stefano van Galen, Berkay Besler, Alvaro Otero is also there, so is Yanao Esmayer. So we're coming round to start the final lap. Here we go, 168 Berkay Besler. And as I take my eye off the ball, that's Alvaro Otero going into the lead. Alvaro Otero and Thomas Preining also going through, so Berkay Besler, for the second time in the race, finding himself in the lead and finding himself lose that lead, but still in touch in third place. Stefano van Galen isn't completely out of it. Don't really see Yanao Esmayer winning the race from here. Well, Berkay Besler putting on the pressure, so is Alvaro Otero. Thomas Preining maybe just a little bit more detached. Sweeping into this slower part of the circuit, and the lead has changed, and is that Berkay Besler getting it back? So, coming round to take the checkered flag, and the victory goes to 176. Stefano van Galen over Berkay Besler. So Stefano van Galen, having got himself to the front and then got himself wriggled back a little bit, takes the victory. Berkay Besler in second place, Alvaro Otero in third. Dutchman Lars Lamberel did well to come through from fourth. Raoul Hyman, after that disaster early on, fought back for 5th. Parker Thompson 6th. Juan Manuel Correa 7th. Thomas Preining in 8th place after running in 1st, in running in 2nd, in running in 3rd. Fell away on those last 2 laps. James Golding, Australia, was 9th, but Giuliano Cucciolillo of Switzerland, good drive to finish in 10th place. For the girls, Ashley Rajero was 19th, Jessica Backman was 25th. Well, our next race is for the seniors in Groups A and B. On pole position is Pierce Lehane of Australia, and we've got a message for the pole position man. Pierce Lehane on pole position. Happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Pierce Lehane, your pole position man. 17 today. It's his birthday. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck on your birthday.